Happy New Year, everybody. This is a view from my house because we aren't working today. But it's been raining pretty much non-stop, well, off and on since Wednesday, so there's a little break in it right now. Down there's where I dug the ditches out, right down there at the bottom of the hill. Drone's at the house, so I thought I'd take her for a little flight, see if we can see how they're doing. So, we're going to take you guys for a little ride along with me. Two of our outlets were out of the water, so flowing good, and two that you can see bubbling up from the bottom, so all doing some good and all running into the direction of the big ditch. That's just a constant battle to keep the ditches clean and keep them free of mud and trash, and then you got beavers coming in and making dams. I'm not real sure why God made beavers and raccoons, but I don't like either one of them. Have a happy New Year.
Today is Saturday, January 2nd. Everybody's off work today. Today I came over to, I don't think you'd call this work, I think you'd call this play. Change my oil, clean up a little bit my 2016 Corvette. Z06, 650 horsepower. This is a car that I wanted for years. It was a red Corvette. Bought this a year and a half ago and have a lot of fun in it. I'm gonna go down the pit. I think you've seen our pit work before. Pit's a little bit dirty now, but not too bad. Put a mat down here so don't get grease on my shoes and get it in the Corvette. But come underneath here and change the oil, the filter. Check everything out back through there, because you can't always get underneath a car like this. You got to put something up on top. Looks like I got a little bit of a shock leak here maybe. But anyway, this is where you can check everything out. We drain oil into this right here, this container, and then we blow it out to a tank outside. Makes it easy to get rid of the old oil. Then John Deere comes and picks it up and they burn it in their shop. Well, we've got the oil out, the filter off up in here. Nice and easy to get to. It had a filter on it that whoever put it on last, I'd say it was a garage somewhere. I really didn't know what they was doing because they had it so tight. I couldn't hardly get it off. Oil filters are not made to be put on that tight. Anyway, we did manage to get it off. Got the new one on. Got the oil out. Checked everything underneath the car. Everything looks good except these two front shocks. I'm pretty sure they're leaking some oil. So we're going to get new front shocks for it ordered and get them on sometime. So now we will proceed to putting the oil back in the car. Very important step. This is a Z06 engine, which is for, you can race with it. So it's got a dry sump oil system. You don't put the oil right straight into the engine. You put it in this container over here. It says it holds 9.7 quarts, which is a lot of oil. I just looked at the book. There's also 2 places to drain the oil on this engine, which is a little different. So I got to get back underneath and get out the other drain plug before I can put the oil in. Helps check the book. Well, I got my Corvette all done. All changed, all cleaned up. About as clean as I can get it. Had some bugs still on the front from the summer in that grill, so I got them all off the hot water washer. Got her all shined up, ready to take her home, put her in the shed for a better day, but it's not a better day today. It's drizzling. See out there? Yucky day. So, I can't take it home. So Julie's gonna come get me, leave the Corvette here, take it home on a better day. Yep, everybody probably thinks I'm crazy.
Crap, I think we got a piece broke. Can't really see it because it's dark. We're loading out our loadout hopper, and when we are dumping in the fall, we dump it there, and then it comes to this cross beam over to the dryer. So just when the dryer gets empty, you can continue to keep it full, and then that way we can keep dumping. Anyways, that was still switched. The part that switches it to coming directly out was broke, so got rid of the pipe wrench. Hopefully this time it works a lot better. That's how it's supposed to work. You can't find the button anywhere to unroll the tarp. Let's just go and roll it on the trailer. Well, there's no button and there's no arm for the rollover tarp. Huh? Oh. This is the one we got. Call this old school. You actually have to do it by hand. Man, I missed 2020 when the world was happy, and I didn't do this at all in 2020. Must be the year. Yeah, maybe 2022 will be better. Which I'm not sure which one I like better. You actually have to go back here and do it by hand, but a lot less problems. Worry about motors falling off in front, which happens. Fuses going bad when you're in the middle of using it. Controllers, they're nice, but I don't know. It's one of those things we got. I can take it or leave it. It's nice to have. Also, if you don't have it, not a huge deal. Well, made it down to Newburgh. I got down here a little late because, well, I slept in a half hour and had that little problem there loading. Me, Gordy, and Damon are hauling corn down here. Travis and Corey are hauling it up at Lincoln Land. We got 250,000 bushel contract to do here, and 85,000 to do at Lincoln Land, and Garrett's working on his truck. So I'm gonna go back here and untarp and then wait a while. After hauling beans for a month, corn sure looks funny. Awful yellow. Well, we got unloaded making my way back to a place that you guys have never been before the load, and I've never been before the load. You can see all of our different grain facilities and everything in the farm tour that we had. Can't remember what episode it is. Link should be right there. Unless you're watching on TV, then there's no link. But this year, since we've grown the last couple years, we don't have enough storage, or at least we didn't have enough storage this year. We had enough storage last year. Last year we didn't have a very good crop. This year we had a good crop. So there's a landlord we have around Allendale, Illinois, Fred Smith. We farm his ground for him now. This is our second year doing this. And he has some grain bins, and we are able to rent out some of his grain bins. We're in 100,000 bushel of storage off of him. I'm not a truck driver in the fall, which if you've been watching this, you know that. So I didn't help load them. And we didn't haul out there at all in December. And the guys that have been hauling started the January contract early. They've gotten a couple loads out of there. So I'm gonna go there now and get a load of corn, and hopefully I can figure out where to pull in and get her all started up. So here goes nothing. What is going on? It's a bad sign. This is bad if you're here.
It's going now. It's going now.
What was wrong?
Plugged up right, auger plugged up. Belts are slipping on the motor.
Okay, just tighten them up.
Tighten the belt, put the belt dressing on, now we're good. Yeah, go ahead and try it. See what happens.
Don't break it.
Not my fault.
Can you make the loop around, or do you gotta back in? What do you do?
Somebody did it the other day, I did.
Oh, you back in?
I'm back.
Okay.
Thanks, friend, he brought us in some rock here.
I've never been here before. I don't know what I'm doing. What's your name? Come here. What's your name? That dog don't talk. I don't know what his name is. Damon's done. My turn. That's Damon Banks, by the way. He runs the IB Executive Turf that we have that fertilizes yards. He does all that work. And he drives the truck in the winter, so good for us and him. Yeah, hopefully I can get this backed in here. Well, see how good a job we did. At least we didn't back into anything. Oh, it's halfway close. Looks like we might be that way too far. Or sorry, had the auger that way too far, so we need farther that way, but we'll get started, get adjusted after it's loading. Damien told me which buttons to use. Hopefully I get the right ones. This should be the auger. This should be the auger under the floor. Okay. That's better. It's in the middle. We're renting 4 bins here. This one corn bin, and then 3 bean bins. I took it out of the bean jet. We wanted to, this is the first contract that we're filling. We wanted to make sure to get this bin first because it's a little wet when we picked it, at least on the bottom of it. So some of it went in there 20%, 19 to 20%. Everybody knows corn knows that's a little wet, but we fanned it non-stop. So far it's been fine coming out of there. But we just want to make sure to get this bin empty as quick as possible. So that's why we're loading out of here. Pretty good setup. Good deal for our landlord, good deal for us. There's no legged hopper, but it is a little, it's farther south than the main farm by a little bit, so it's just a little shorter drive. So not too bad. So far, so good. I hear Corey and Travis today are having, they're having a little harder time than we are. They're up at Robson Bends, just home from there to Lincoln Land, which is only like 5-8 miles. So you get 8 loads apiece there. Usually get dumped and back before the guys done loading. So only 2 guys what you can have. But I guess the backhoe belt that we unload with, whereas here we had the Hutchinson auger. We got the backhoe belt up there, which if you've seen us unload it at Robinson any, you'll know what it looks like. But there's bearings at the top that belt rotates on, spins, you know. But I guess they're out, so they're doing some repairs, so they probably won't get very many loads a day, but get that fixed and they'll knock that contract out in a hurry. Garrett will get his truck serviced and oil changed today. And we'll be able to go whole hog on this 250 bushel contract. Hopefully get it done by the end of the month, or at least get close. Auger's fast like that. And just front loading this bin. Have a perfect, it lines up perfect for the steps to go to the top. We can sit here, see when your truck gets full. Looking in the bin, see that grain stacked up there together? That's a bad sign. Hopefully it don't run into any problems. Hopefully it just breaks apart. That's usually a sign of being a little wet, which we knew, which is why we're getting it out of there. It'll be fine. We got tall trailers and short trailers. This is a shorter trailer, that's why my pile's so big. But we got loaded. Time to take her back and dump it. Come back, repeat the process again and again. Is it snowing? Just bees wings.
Up there, Bubba!
Get off your phone. You need to be on full attention here.
Actually, I pay attention to my 10 lines out here. Yeah. Having fun yet?
Oh yeah. Heading to Indiana for a 3rd load because I'm cutting her close. Gotta make it under that overpass by 210. And it's 204 if I want to make it back to Newburgh by the time they close at 4. So should make it. That load out of that bin that we were fearing it being wet was wet. Not super wet, 16.5, so it'll be a dock as they dry that down, but not terrible. But go back to Indiana bin since it's the closest place and the fastest load out, so I can make it down by 4 so we can get another load in today. Last truck, nobody here. Ghost town. Somebody gotta be last. Tuesday. Doing what we did yesterday. Just got off the phone with Corey. They got the belt fixed up at Robson, so those two are just trucking like crazy up there. They'll probably get 18 loads a piece, or excuse me, probably get 8 loads a piece up there at least. So 16 to 18 total. Probably 16. But down here, Garrett got his oil changed and everything serviced yesterday, so we got 4 of us running down here. We're not quite in and out like they are up there at Lincoln Land. We got 3 lines as far as the eye can see. So spent a little time sitting here, so let's just take a look, see what the line looks like, shall we? See? Told you it's big. Well, Tuesday's about to close. Second day driving the 06 Volvo. Second day being the very last truck down here at ADM Newburgh. Nobody behind me. A few in front. And the advantage of getting here right before the close is the line's a lot shorter, so I got that going for me. I may have been the last truck in 2 days in a row, but I'm not the last truck out. There's still 4 guys behind me dumping beans, and I had corn. Suckers. Enjoy your $14 beans. Made the Freds. Load up with my second load today. Guard dog still on patrol, looks like. Corey and Travis getting along great up at Lincoln Land. Me, Gordy, and Garrett are hauling down ADM still. And now Damon's changed in and servicing the gray Peterbilt. So hopefully he'll get that done today. Then we'll be back to 4 hauling the ADM again. We aren't going to be the last truck 3 days in a row. Line was bad this morning. Wasn't too bad second load. Hardly any this time. And it's only 2:42. About an hour ahead of schedule what it had been. They go home a little earlier at night. And back at it again tomorrow. Thursday. Dad's in the semi today, so he's doing some odd stuff around the farm. I've also come over to Ed's, which is one of our Indiana places that Chevrolet restore equipment, and we got one bin of corn here. So I am going to get the 4020 out right there and get it hooked up to the auger and get it moved over the bin so we can start hauling out here as well. Let's try and we got grain everywhere. Try and knock out these places where we don't have as much so we can just got in less places, less things to worry about, less bins where it can go bad at. Bin we're going to be loading out of, auger underneath, dump into there. We got the electric motor on, move back and forth, which is handy. Go up there, load to the trucks to that Hutchinson auger. I'll get some power stuff so that these for this electric motor on this bin to plug into. I'm also going to move that back, hang it up so it don't get rain on it, and then it'll be ready to go for whoever wants to start loading out here. All right, got our electric hooked up to our motor. See if it works. We'll just bump it. Just wasn't plugged in good. All right, I'm just gonna go get electric cords. It's gonna be under freezing to plug in the block heater for the 4020. We don't want to dig any holes for the old gal. Keep her nice and warm out here, or as good as we can, and then she'll be ready for whatever truck gets here. As you can see, it's running, it's working. It's Friday, loading up for my second load. Same 4 trucks running to Newburgh. I took my turn in the truck today. Dad went and did something else. Still got 2 trucks to run up to Lincoln Land. They should get that done at the beginning of next week, Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, I don't know. Then we'll have all 6 running down Newburgh. So thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like it if you like it. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And hit the bell underneath the video so you get notified whenever we have a new one. Appreciate you watching, and thanks for riding along. And here's one more drone video to close it out with a pretty sunset, because why not?